A surveyor stands deep in the forest. In his hand he holds an old map. It shows the unexplored lands of Hokkaido, where darkness prevails unseen. His heart was filled with joy and excitement as he tackled the rugged terrain. For him, the survey was like a new adventure. There was a deep sense of nostalgia as well as hope for the future. In the stillness of the pre-dawn hours, his steps were steady. The wilderness of Hokkaido was like a poem. The snow piled up in endless expanses, and the frozen icy land shone beautifully. The landscape spread out before his eyes was so beautiful that everyone was awestruck. It was like a landscape he had dreamt of, a jewel box to color his thoughts. Soon he stepped deep into the forest. There he could feel the breath of life. Large trees gently swayed in the wind, and small creatures lived quietly. His heart was quietly moved by such a view. His work was not just about surveying. He had a special ability to feel people's joys and pains, the small events of everyday life. It was like being the hero of a novel. He used this ability to weave stories about the people of Hokkaido. One day he met an old woman. She told him all about the strength and love of the people of Hokkaido. Every time he listened to her stories, he felt a deep sense of empathy and resonance. He began to weave her stories into the landscape. The words that came from his pen had a resonance that touched people's hearts. Through his work as a surveyor, he was able to portray the inner workings of human beings and their changing circumstances. His eyes were able to capture the invisible narrative. He was able to discern people's innermost thoughts and struggles and put them into his writing. His narrative language stirred the emotions and imagination of his readers. During his days as a surveyor, he was also introspective and philosophical in his attempts. Surrounded by the vast expanses of Hokkaido, his thoughts were enveloped in deep contemplation. He often pondered the meaning of life and the nature of existence. His writings described the greatness and goodness of human beings and the beauty of eternal life. His words resonated in the hearts of his readers and created new emotions. Surveying in Hokkaido, it was a place where words and emotions met for him. His works will leave a deep impression in the hearts of his readers and will be loved for a long time. His words will transcend time and continue to resonate in the hearts of many. His presence, just like the land of Hokkaido, will live on forever.